Based on the DC Comics, Teen Titans, this riveting superhero show follows a group of young heroes as they learn to cope with their powers and responsibilities. Now, with Season 3 on the horizon, it's time to take a look at everything you need to know on the popular HBO series. First up, when does Season 3 come out, and where can I watch it? Titans was initially set to return in 2020, but due to the filming being delayed as a result of the ongoing pandemic, Titans was delayed until August of this year. In fact, it's already out. It came out on August 12th. The last trailer for Titans Season 3 features Jason Todd in the Red Hood costume, as well as Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair. The trailer also seems to suggest that Barbara might be the new commissioner of Gotham City Police Department, replacing her father Jim Gordon, making it likely that the season will focus on Batman's proteges who became victims to the infamous Joker. But more on this later. One slight change with the new season of Titans is that unlike the first two seasons, the third season will roll out on HBO Max as opposed to the DC Universe app. Next, what happened at the end of Season 2? Season 2 starts off 3 months after Trigon is defeated, and Rachel starts to gain control of her powers in the finale of Season 1. Dick is focusing on training Rachel, Gar, and Jason at Titan's Tower, while Hank and Dawn have retreated to Wyoming and Donna and Corey are on the move. However, the seasons also welcomed in a brand new villain, Deathstroke, who is set out to systematically destroy the Titans. Unfortunately, his rival is met with the Titans questioning Dick's loyalty and leadership, which is when Dick accepts the mysterious Rose Wilson into the Titan's Tower, causing even more drama within the group. In fact, at one point, Jason heads off in search of Deathstroke alone, and as a result, finds himself badly beaten and held up for ransom. Jason is the ideal bait for the group, but despite Jason being held up with a bomb and Deathstroke hitting the detonator, he somehow escaped and survived. Or did he? In the midst of all this chaos, we were met with Connor, also known as Superboy, who escaped from Cadmus Labs and emerged into the world as a free man. This Kryptonian clone kills everyone who holds him hostage, and we soon find out he's part Superman and part Lex Luger. In an episode exploring his origins, we see Connor come in and save Jason from certain death. Following this brutal experience, Jason is a very different and lonely Robin right now, and we come to find out that 5 years ago, Dick tried killing Jericho, Deathstroke's son, which turns out to be a pretty big plot point in Season 2, because once it gets revealed to the group, all faith is lost to Dick, and the whole group ends up going their separate ways. Afterwards, Dick Grayson attempts to atone for his sins, ending up in a Nevada prison, leaving Connor and Gar as the only ones left at Titan Tower, making it the perfect opportunity for Cadmus to attack and capture Connor and Gar, which ends up happening, with the pair at one point being brainwashed and used to commit all of the diabolical villain's wrongdoings. So with the Titans in serious danger, it may seem like the perfect time to get the gang back together, which is when they are met with Nightwing. The new and improved member of the Titans, Dick Grayson, makes quick work of Deathstroke, only to be subsequently killed by his daughter Rose. In the process, she also frees Jericho, who takes control of her body and thanks Dick, setting him free from his guilt. Season 2 ends with Deathstroke gone and Cadmus now at the center of attention, resulting in a final fight at the fairground. With Gar and Connor on a killing rampage under the influence of mind control techniques, Nightwing and Hank show up and eventually free Connor from this mind-controlled state. He then single-handedly takes out the majority of the villains before Donna ends up getting killed in the closing seconds. The season ends up with the group back at Titan Tower and Bruce showing up to apologize for what had happened. He also encourages Dick to lead the team and become a better man. During the closing sequence, we see an alien entity control a woman and walk off devilishly, a figure which many have pointed out as Blackfire, the alien queen who is also Corey's sister. Only time will tell. So what does this mean for Season 3? You're just gonna have to find out. Number 3, who's going to be in Season 3? Aside from the main cast of superheroes that are returning for Season 3, including Connor Leslie's Donna Troy and Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne, Season 3 of Titans will also feature some new faces. Titans is known for its extensive lineup, and Season 3 looks to keep that tradition going, thanks to the arrival of fan-favorite characters from the Batman realm. Most notably, Savannah Welch has been confirmed to play Barbara Gordon, or Batgirl, and Jay Licurgo is set up as Tim Drake, the third Robin. Savannah Welch will become the first actress to play the character since Dina Mayers in the WB's Birds of Prey release in 2002. However, Titan's version of Barbara is neither Oracle or Batgirl, and instead, she is the newly appointed GCPD commissioner after her father's death. Outside of Titans, Savannah Welch has also made major film appearances in movies like The Tree of Life, Boyhood, and Song to Song. We also know that Season 2 guest star Blackfire, Damaris Lewis, will become a more regular character alongside his Arkham Asylum inmate, Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow. Portrayed by Damaris Lewis, Titan Season 2 began setting up the conflict between the Tamaran sisters before Blackfire eventually came to Earth. Before hopping onto the DC Universe team, Lewis had been featuring in big-time movies like BlacKkKlansman, See You Yesterday, Fatale, and recurring roles in Pose. And back in April of 2021, it was confirmed that Crane would be played by Vincent Kartheiser, who may not be suited up as Scarecrow, but has been helping the GCPD while while locked up in Arkham Asylum. Outside of Titans Season 3, Kartheiser is likely best known for his performances as Pete Campbell in Mad Men, as well as his work in Angel, Alaska, and The Social Dilemma. It also appears, though, Dick will finally become Nightwing, and even though it took Brenton Thwaites' character 2 seasons to step out of Bruce's shadow, it seems like he's finally found his muse. Outside of the performance on Titans, Thwaites has also appeared in several films, including The Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, Maleficent, Office Uprising, and Ghosts of War. And finally, what's going to happen in Season 3? From what we've been able to gather for Season 3, the gang should be moving from San Francisco into the heart of Gotham City, where Dick Grayson will meet up with Barbara and Gordon, the former Batgirl who was paralyzed by Joker and now heads up the GCPD. According to the showrunner, Greg Walker, the two characters will be working together in the new season to try and learn from the mistakes of their parents. In another part of the series, during the same time frame, Dr. Jonathan Crane will spend some of the time in Arkham Asylum offering his services to the police as a criminal profiler. It's also been confirmed that Tim Drake will make an appearance on the show as a streetwise kid who's managed to grow up on the toughest streets without losing his indelible belief of heroism. Another major plot point that's set to arrive in Season 3 is Jason Todd's descent into madness, as Jason transcends to the anti-hero Red Hood after being killed by the Joker and subsequently resurrected. So most fans expect this to become a major point of emphasis for this season, though given that Joker hasn't been overly involved with the show at this point, it's hard to say what the future holds. What we do know is that Red Hood will look to hunt down the Titans after previously leaving the group and not exactly on the best of terms. Hank and Dawn's relationship is also expected to be put to the test after their dramatic finish, as well as the relationship between Corey and her sister Blackfire following the latter's arrival on Earth at the end of Season 2. It's also being speculated that Connor Leslie will return as Donna Troy, with Rachel accompanying her body to Themyscira, despite her seemingly being killed in the Season 2 finale. Rachel's powers have been steadily building throughout the development of the show, and we should expect to see this continue in Season 3. Lex Luthor was also heavily teased in the finale of Season 2, with Cadmus Laboratories security specialist Mercy Graves receiving a call from the Superman arch-nemesis at the end of the season. Whether or not this was a potential tease of an upcoming appearance in Season 3, we'll just have to see. But due to the lack of casting news and headlines, it's more plausible that Luthor will be pulling strings in the background once again. You'll just have to check out the show. And with that, it wraps up the video. Thanks for watching.